Greens and Gentle Xenos. Coming to you live from Rick Priestley's palatial mansion. This is the #1 Xenos shit show on the internet, the Creature Conference. And here is your host, Mr. Ping.
Hello and welcome to this, the #1 Xenos shit show on the internet. I am your host, Modern Synthesis, otherwise known as Mr. Pink, and I'm delighted to be joined this evening by two co-hosts. You may know Flynnhammer from previous Creature Conferences.
That's me.
Say hello, Flynnhammer.
Hello.
Hello, Flynnhammer. Welcome. And if you're a true fan of the Creature Conference, you will also know our resident agent of chaos, Symbio Joe. Want to say hello, Symbio Joe?
Hello there, it is your favorite decoy German.
We are glad to have a decoy German along tonight. Hydra is celebrating his kid's birthday tomorrow, and if you've ever seen how much dedication Hydra shows for the hobby and like his projects and all that kind of stuff, picture that, but for like a, God, how old is his kid? 5, 6-year-old. He like prints shirts for his kids for their birthday every year and like mad stuff like that. So he's very busy making cakes and probably designing zip lines and who knows what. So we're very happy to have Symbio Joe here to fulfill our German quotient, because we cannot have the Creature Conference without at least one German present. So thank you, Symbio Joe.
Sometimes physical presence, sometimes just present in mind.
Well, yeah. And also, like, it's a good opportunity to, like, just, you know, catch up with you. We love your company for a lot more reasons than simply decoy German ones.
Yes, it's been quite some time since I was around.
Well, then maybe you should do the thing. Since you
I'm doing the thing. Welcome.
You're our special guest.
Everybody
What part of Rick
listening.
Priestley's palatial mansion are we coming to people live from?
I gave that matter some thought.
Oh, look at you being prepared.
I had some ideas, but I don't want to make it seasonal because we don't know when people will watch this. So I decided we are coming from a place I suppose many listeners know what I'm talking about or even have in their own house. And it is also present in Rick Priestley's palatial mansion. And we are coming to you live from a box of old white dwarfs.
Oh, nice. And what's the inspiration there? Were you recently cleaning out your attic and you found some old white dwarfs, or? Wait. First question. Is it white dwarfs or white dwarves?
White dwarves.
I have no idea. I think it's white dwarfs, but I don't know.
Because it's just the plural of dwarf.
Yeah, but like if you were to talk about like many stars, would you call them white dwarves? Or would you call them white dwarfs? Flynnhammer, you're the person from the country that this language originated from. Please educate us. Is it white dwarfs or white dwarves?
It's magazines.
Oh my God! Many white dwarf magazines.
Silly us.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Way to go.
From a box of old white dwarf magazines. Yep. It is not that current, but I think the oldest white dwarf I'm owning right now is not in a box, but on a desk or in a drawer. In a drawer, yeah. I think in a drawer. And it is the 3rd edition one about the Tyranid release. Once my oldest one was the one when the Skaven Army book released, and you got a little plastic Skaven with it. Yeah, but I had to downsize as I was moving out my parents' house, and yeah, sometimes in my city you encounter a box with old hobby magazines. So I had the opportunity to get back the old How to Make Terrain booklet.
Yep.
The collection of Golden Demon winners and something else. Yeah, sometimes you find them, and I think maybe people have them at home in their attic or something like that. And it is, nostalgia, the most powerful thing in the internet.
So was the 3rd edition Tyranid released when you started in the hobby?
No, I started with the 2nd edition.
Okay, you just didn't have white dwarfs. So you didn't keep your white dwarfs.
Yeah. Well, the first one I bought had the cardboard cutout little Gothic ruin.
Yes.
It was the time when white dwarfs got translated into different languages. So my earliest German white dwarf is not equal to the English ones.
Ah, yes.
It was, I think, number 19 in Germany.
Okay.
And there, of course, there was this little meme or little chainmail going around or chain story on Instagram where people posted the white dwarfs of their birth.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good opportunity to just set up shop as we are looking at you making one model that has its origins back in the days of Warhammer Epic.
Good point. Never featured in a white dwarf, but
once on your Warhammer community.
Never featured in a white dwarf, but featured in the pages of. Well, no, I guess like the epic version was featured in white dwarf, but a Warhammer 40k scale version of the Dominatrix was featured in Citadel Journal issue 24, which I had to buy from the internet because I did not have it. He's a madman. Matt Meeks. Oh, my camera's going crazy. Matt Meeks Dominatrix that he made. Dominatrix 40k scale. You can see some little plastic gene stealers there down on the left, some old guardsmen down in front. So there you go. He also made a Heirodule because he's, a Hierophant because he's, as they said, a mad lad. This one is not as famous, but similarly cool based on the classic epic models. But yes, I am working on a Tyranid Dominatrix from a Scythe Heirodule. This is for Flynnhammer, long-suffering Flynnhammer. Commissioned me to do this, and it's finally getting done. And we were chatting just before the stream that Flynnhammer had suggested that I record my work on it, and that like whenever I worked on it, I film a video so that we'd have a record of it. And I told Flynnhammer I thought that was a silly idea. And why would I do that? Because the reality is that like I've done that with other projects where I'm like, I'm going to make a video about this. And I'm going to record every time I work on it. And the problem is that you'll want to work on it, but you won't want to film. You'll be like, oh, I've got like 10 minutes right now. I'm going to like, for example, earlier today, I thought about just like slapping some green stuff on this like rod so that I could more easily place these other barrel bits on. But I was like, oh, but I got to film it. So I didn't do it. So now I got to do it now, which is not a terribly interesting thing to watch, but whatever. This is the life I've chosen for myself. So yeah, I told Flynnhammer that I thought that was a terrible idea and that it was never going to happen. And then I went and did it anyway. So you're welcome, Flynnhammer.
So also, I've been watching the streams.
Good.
You already have a catchphrase for this build.
Yes, we do have a catchphrase for this build, Flynnhammer. What is it?
Move fast, make models.
That's right. It is not from Facebook. Screw Mark Zuckerberg. Who cares about that guy? Move fast, make models. This is what I remind myself when I'm getting too precious. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put something here. Oh, am I gonna use this? Am I gonna use that? Oh, I'm not really sure what I should do. I just tell myself move fast and make models, and that is a reminder to keep the pedal down, keep building whatever. Don't get caught up in the details.
So says, chat, start counting every time he says it.
Oh my god. We're gonna do a thing, are we? Yeah, so that is the catchphrase for this build. Move fast, make models. Symbio, what have you been up to what have you been up to hobby-wise recently?
Oh, well, recently at the start of the year, some people who are visiting our Discord, the Creature Conference Discord, might have recognized I made a little dinosaur. for a fellow live-action role player I will hopefully meet this April.
Wait, what did you call it? A what-asaur?
A dinosaur.
A dinosaur. I heard Gigasaur. Interesting.
You know the things from Jurassic Park.
Yes, I know Jurassic Park.
Yes, I made this one. Well, just segueing in your comment. When making a model, it's always the question, where do you want to end? And with that little build, I was walking the thin line of, should it look more like a toy and be more plain and, well, toyish, or should I go full ham on it? And it is just a little present, not asked for, not expected.
Mhm.
And yeah, I kept it simple, as good as I can.
Good.
Or was able to in that kind of regard. And right now I am working on an upgrade to my mutant costume I finished last year. That mutant will get a nice mutant fly head and little claws as arms.
Cool.
That is what I am up to so far. But
would you
after
describe
that,
this as for LARPing, for your LARP hobby, or is that the best term for it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It is nice to have well, your LARP outfit, and you can most of the time or sometimes just use it for Halloween as well, so it does not gather that much dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I'm going fast and making mutant limbs and heads just to get those ideas out of my head, because next up should be a Tyranid creature.
Cool. Do you have an idea of a Tyranid creature you'd like to work on?
Sadly, yes and no, because since the launch of the new Tyranid range, we had a lot of amazing kit bashes that are truly inspiring and that I want to have my own take on. And they are changing all the time. And we have people like, Alaskan Pete, now Xenos Forge Studios, and of course Persnickety Scalper, who are churning out amazing ideas. And I have some, corners or starting points right now, but yeah, there is a lot of input, and I have to decide what I will do. And thanks to the magazines where you can buy Games Workshop, where you can get Tyranids for cheap, or just buying Tyranid bits of the second-hand market.
Yeah.
I should have enough bits to make a medium-sized to large-size Tyranid creature.
Sweet.
Yeah, the positive thing here, there is a lot of inspiration. The negative thing here, there is a lot of inspiration.
Where to start?
Yes, of course. And I have a little lament about having the opportunity, having so much of opportunities, because maybe that has happened to somebody else. When you scroll Instagram or pictures and you see a really amazing termagant with a great, the paint job is amazing, and you are very excited to look up what else the person who painted that termagant has done, and then it's just a miniature painter who has only done that termagant, or maybe one Tyranid Prime.
Yeah.
Just a little lament on the side, but all in all, I'm quite happy with where the Tyranid community is.
Lesson here is figure painters don't stop at one termagant. Go whole hog. Embrace the hive. Cool. Flynn, what have you been up to hobby-wise?
So I've been painting up my Death Guard that I've still been painting since last time, but I managed to, well, I'd say managed to find all the trim, but no, I still had missed some. But it's now getting to a point where it's going to be a wash over everything, but I've still got like 4 or 5 different base layers to go before I even get to that all over wash.
Yeah.
But it does look really good once the wash is on there.
Good.
Because I've done it with basic. You know the sassy Nurgling.
Yeah. They're all pretty
So
sassy, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to say. They have character.
Yeah.
But it's the sassy one. So I've got him just on his own, but I've got the whatever his name was.
I can't pronounce them either.
It's the one that had his own like chair of Nurglings and stuff carrying him around the battlefield.
Oh no.
Oh yes, I know what model you are referring to.
I know. Yeah, I know
So
the model. I don't know the name.
Chair. Yeah. So I've just got the chair, and what I'm going to do is have Mr. Sassy sitting on the chair as a demon prince.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's all painted up. We just got to get ready for like the base work, etc. Like doing the basing, trying to get a little bit more highlight on the chair and do like the oxidation of the metal. But then he'll be ready.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Move fast. Make models. Stop thinking, Jones.
Move the cradle of hive. Move the cradle of hives.
A drink, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, Diana, thank you for joining us. I saw Diana's in the chat. Anybody else in the chat yet?
Tom Wilson.
Great. Good to see you, Tom. I didn't schedule this in advance because I'm a tool. Flynnhammer was literally like, hey, are we streaming? I'm like, yes, we are definitely streaming. And I have not scheduled it yet. Whoops.
Thomas said he's
Thomas, oh, how formal.
I said Tom has, but yeah, Thomas.
Oh, okay.
I went and bought the Victim from Sports Direct.
Excellent. Glad to hear it, Tom. Sorry, that's code.
I'm guessing he's getting you another mug.
In a fashion, after a fashion.
Do you like your Sports Direct mug?
I love it. Do I have it here? I used it this morning.
The amount of tea you can get in that mug.
I made myself some milky tea, and it was very, very pleasing to me. The Sports Direct. I always want a bigger mug, and Tom and Diana are on virtually every stream we ever do. Even the random ones that I schedule in like the middle of the night in the UK, they pop up. And Tom was paying attention and taking notes. So when we met at Warhammer World in 2024, he brought me the world's largest mug that I didn't even know existed. So I'm very happy and I use it all the time. Also, don't quote me, but there is a small chance that there may be some like, planning in the wings to maybe repeat and come back to Warhammer World. Because Nora still has family in Nottingham, but it's very early in the planning process. This is like an idea I floated, but I don't know if it's happening, but I'll be sure to tell you guys. Because I know some people may have been angry that they weren't able to meet up last time. Not mentioning any names. And, and I can also try and make it on a weekend.
Yeah.
Because last time was a weekday.
All I just need is like, let us know. I can book time off work.
You're a good man.
That was only for me. It was I just couldn't get the time off from work because it was just,
of course, a busy time.
Everything. It was like umming and ahhing for dates and everything, and then it was just too late for me to book anything.
Understood. I'll try to do better next time.
It's not your fault, really.
It is my fault.
My work.
I could have given you more notice.
People at my workplace, people at my work, they just booked really early. So it was just as soon as you gave it, it was like it was already too. You gave it like way in advance, but it was just already gone.
Yep. No, I can try to do better this time.
Yeah, and I was going to look that closely.
That's what I want. Oi! So in terms of hobby, what I've been doing is mostly working on this thing. So as I noted, despite telling Flynnhammer it was a terrible idea, I've been streaming all my work on it. And so if you're like, hey, what is that weird thing you're making? And you want to go back and see some stuff and see me get started on it, you can do that with past live streams. I had this epic plan that Nora was away for the weekend. I was going to spend the whole weekend working on the Dom. It was going to be epic. And then like other plans, like, interspersed themselves in that weekend, so I didn't manage to pull that off. But I did get some work done that weekend. And I did stream it, but all that is to say, to explain why the title I came up with for these streams is any percentage Tyranid Dominatrix. And it's like I think it's a speed run. I rip stuff off without knowing what the hell I'm doing. I think it's a speed, excuse me, got like the hiccup burps. A speed running term for people who speed run video games. And they're like, I'm going to play this game for this much time and see how much percentage complete I get. So that was my plan to do that for the weekend, and then I didn't manage to get as much time during that weekend as I hoped. So now it just kind of like kept that title, even though it makes no sense, because I'm just doing successive streams working on the things. So I don't know what's going on.
But no, it's quite good because each stream you're putting a percentage of how far along you believe you are.
Yes, when we get to the end of this stream, you all get to decide what percentage, how percentage far along I am. The last one I forgot to ask the chat before I ended because I had to end pretty quickly. So I just made up a percentage. But I think so far I'm 6% done, is what I said.
Where is that?
Whoop, 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 whoop. Flynnhammer, how do you feel about it so far?
I like the crone nest. Is what I'll call it, because like they said it's like the onslaught bit, and I was like, as soon as you mentioned onslaught, because I watched it later, I was like, I know exactly who you're on about.
I didn't know you were into onslaught. That's cool.
It's Marvel Comics. It's the whole Heroes Reborn sort of bit of the universe where Franklin has his powers, etc.
But isn't onslaught like a really old reference?
Onslaught was like the 90s.
Yeah, man. Wasn't that like when you were born?
Yes, but I can still know comic history.
True.
So it's one of those that I know it would be really cool to adapt story-wise. It's most likely going to happen in the X-Men animated series.
Well, that'd be cool. I think, yeah, I'd be down with that.
Because how much you were talking about it with the Wolverine and everything, I need to actually explain that story because that is like a really key Wolverine storyline.
Where he loses adamantium?
Magneto rips his adamantium off on an asteroid M, which is also being shown in the X-Men 97 animated series.
It was?
Yep, it was.
Oh, I haven't been there yet. Oh, man, I started watching that, and I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm going to go back and watch this, and then I didn't. So clearly I need to, because that is like one of my favorite X-Men moments.
Yeah. So that's a key part of it. This is also where it gets revealed that Wolverine actually, the adamantium wasn't his mutant power. The bone claws was part of it. And because the adamantium, his healing factor wasn't working for the adamantium, what was ending up happening was it was going into overdrive and turning him into the feral. So he became hairier, more animalistic, and everything else. The way he gets his adamantium back is he ends up becoming the new horseman of Apocalypse.
Oh, interesting.
And he takes over as Death because that's what
I don't remember
Archangel
that part.
used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and Apocalypse gives him new adamantium to go over his skellies.
Yep.
So that's how that worked. Key part, because then you allow them to do the Wolverine Origins comic book series before, where you find out he's over 200 years old and he is from Canada, but he's actually got a British accent.
Ooh, blimey!
Because
hip, cheerio,
his
and all that
family is like
jazz.
one of the earliest settlers.
Yeah.
And he's upper class, so that's why he would actually technically have a British accent, but because he's just been around the world, his accent has become like very much trying to get the right word for it, like mixed of all of everything all of his like, experiences. So it's just like a melting pot of accents that he actually has.
Oh, interesting.
But that's the bit for Wolverine, and it was driving me nuts listening to you guys talk about not
knowing
that part of the story.
Don't worry, I'm sure that happens on stream all the time, where people are like, "It's this, you morons! How do you not know it's this?"
It's normally me doing that. That's why.
This is why Hydra says he doesn't listen to he doesn't watch recordings of streams because he just wants to like yell at them the whole time. I think he said.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Simon on that one. So many times, but it was what as I say. So watching it, seeing like the ideas, and actually seeing how the Biovore gun you've actually managed to get it to the right sizing, because on its own it is too small, but with the
Yeah.
extra stuff you're doing to it, actually beefing it out, it does work. Also, the tail pit works a lot better than even I thought it was going to work
Yeah.
when we first discussed it.
That's pretty cool. Trying to decide whether I remove this like one spore chimney from the back of his head, but it looks like it like interfaces with the tail perfectly. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll leave it. I gotta get some arms on him. That's what I was figuring out here.
That goes there. That actually works.
So you were okay with the idea of putting a zoanthrope face on him?
Oh yeah.
All right, I gotta go find one.
I don't really like the double mouth.
No, the double mouth is
Never
trash.
really been a.
It's fully
Yeah.
trash. Ugh. It's too like gobbery. I'm gonna slobber you up. Like doesn't a psychic? It says like it looks like one of the something that would be on like a Harrispex or a Ripper.
Yeah.
Oh, I got zoanthrope mouths. Congratulations.
Perfecto. Okay, so that's your line there. So I'm sorting out my, the Ferran Arios, that new Space Marine Ultramarine captain for the 6th.
I do not.
I'm sorting out putting him on a bike right now.
Cool.
Oh, I did that with the new Ragnar Blackmane. That was something.
You put him on a bike? Cool.
Yes, I don't. There might be pictures of it on my Instagram somewhere. Yeah, it came out, and I knew I would make it for. Well, I would turn it into a present for a friend of mine who is into a motorcycle club and is into Vikings. So I made him a little space Viking on bike.
Cool. You did not make it for Tom, sadly. Who's also into Vikings.
But he's into
bikes. I don't think I knew Tom at the time.
That's okay.
That was quite a while back. When did the new Ragnar came out?
I don't think it was that long ago, was it?
It was all that crossing Rubicon Primaris for some guys.
2017?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, 2017. I think I barely knew you, Symbio, in 2017.
It wasn't 2017, but
Wasn't it? Oh no, 2020?
No,
was it 2020 Primaris? No. No, it was when I won the Inner Circle. It was 2017.
Yeah, I thought
100%.
it was a little bit after, because that was the same time the new.
Oh, sorry, that's when the Primaris came out. I don't know when
the
thing was.
It was also when Gazgul got his new box.
Oh, there
they
he
were
is.
in a joint box together.
I took the picture end of September 2020, so maybe start of September 2020.
Gotcha.
Because I first built him and then did a kit bash for my own sort of Gazgul, or own scratch build or scrap collecting war boss.
Yep.
Okay. Prophecy of the Wolf was what it was called.
Yes.
That sounds familiar.
And
wait, was that the thing where there was Gene Stealer Cult versus Space Wolves in a box?
No, that was versus Orcs.
That was the Wolf. That was a Talon one.
Okay.
Prophecy of the Wolf. 2020 when that came out.
2020.
Yep, 2020.
Apparently.
2020.
March 2020 is when it was announced. But this was at the time when they were doing the whole versus box set still.
Yep.
Like mid-year stuff, which, to be honest, I'm kind of glad they don't do those anymore.
No, those seemed wasteful. You had to buy like 2 armies just to get one.
it's not even that. It's like if you don't collect both armies and you've got no one to share it with,
Yeah. What are you
you're
gonna do?
kind of screwed with having 2 armies. But also, it was a lot of box set jail, but double box set jail. Like here
Yes,
you go,
good
you're sharing
point.
you're sharing the cell.
You're sharing the cell. Brutal.
Yeah, you got a cellmate, and I think
You don't like him.
Gaskell was a very cool cellmate to Ragnar.
All right. And I forget all this stuff.
That's why you have us to
External
remember it for you.
memory. Thank you.
Also, I'm always amused by the fact that Ragnar Blackmane changed his hair color because of, well, probably what he's called and not what he has killed.
Did he have orange hair?
No,
He
they were
had blonde hair and
Oh,
killed
blonde.
a black wolf. That is why his name is Blackmane. But now he's just has black hair because, well, people.
Oh, I forgot that he had blonde hair.
I
Back in
think
the
he's
before
only
times.
blonde in the second edition codex. I think he might have already changed hair color in third edition.
Okay.
Oh, but even Games Workshop, they did change how they painted the model
Yes, they did.
when they did the 40 years bit.
Oh, they changed the color on the old model?
Yeah, they went to repaint it definitely.
That's sneaky.
Yeah, well, back in the day when there were edition changes and we still had metal models, and now for some strange reason, people are making metal models out of the plastic models because
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
why don't you want a model that will lose its paint job no matter what you do?
But aren't those like jewelers that are like making them in like gold and silver and stuff for like Instagram clicks?
Well, the last one I saw was metal. The first one was either
Yeah, Sanguinator or whatever.
Sanguinator.
In gold?
That was a nice metal, but the last one I saw was, well, metal, and yes, it looks good, but everyone who played Warhammer through the years, oh, we are so old, knows that metal models are not a
Nightmare.
good idea to play with.
Well,
Exclamation mark. If you just want to stand it somewhere and look nice, go for it.
yeah, you're right.
Didn't you, Joe, interview someone who actually does that on the
Did
What's on the
that,
Tabletop?
yes. Don
Who was it?
Sipthorpe, who, well, was struck by tragedy last year, and I don't know 100% what she's doing right now.
Oh,
That's too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. His house burned down.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But his working shed was still up, so, well,
honey, I got good news. The Warhammer survived.
The Imbibed.
Honey, the house
yeah.
burned down, but my Warhammer survived. Interesting. Damn, well, at least there was a silver lining. Let's put it that way.
Well, everyone was unharmed and still alive, so yeah.
Good.
There is some silver lining.
Good.
Yeah,
that's good.
he did fake casting, or false casting it is called, where you take a plastic model, put it in plaster, and then fill in the hot metal, and the metal burns out the plastic model, and
Oh, interesting.
then creates a metal copy of it. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'm moving fast and making models. Just kind of like slapping these hands in here with some plastic glue, which I never trust. Hoping for the best. They don't actually have pins on them to go in the sockets.
Oh, do you want to make some connections so it has more of a fused console vibe, or are those hands free?
think the hands are going to
move.
be free. Is my thought, but I'm not giving it much thought. I'm just making models.
Moving fast, making models.
Yeah. To my peril.
Yeah. Okay, that fits.
Hello to you, the squid with class.
Hello, Squid with Class. Thanks for joining.
Also, Radon is around, and Hydra is pumping up balloons for his kids' party.
Wait, he's commenting and saying that?
Yes, he uh
Oh, nice.
made
Thanks,
2
Hydra.
posts in chat, 3 posts.
Great. All right. I'm going to let that dry so I don't destroy it. And then I will make some room for this sucker in this sucker. Wait, where's the tip? So I'm using this Biovore tail for part of the throne. I think I should cut off the bottom section of this, though. Make it flat at the bottom. And then we'll be adding this, what's the word for this? Neurothrope part to the top of it. And I think it'll be cute. But this has got to sit flush. So it needs to lose the round part at the bottom. Are you guys working on anything tonight?
Joe, you working on anything?
Oh no, I cannot stream with you. Well, I could stream with you and work on something, but most of the time I'm using my PC setup, so no working gets done. Although what I'm working on right now has long drying times because it is a lot of foam you're working with
Oh, yes.
when making large weaponry or things that could pose as a weapon. And yeah, it is also a different approach. I'm still not used to, because you remove material or you build up material and then remove it
Yeah.
to get the shapes you want, and that is something I'm not accustomed to, because as we do modeling, we most of the time just add material and
Additive,
form
yeah.
it out. So yeah, I'm learning on on that front. And the good thing is the paint job will cover a lot of my mistakes or not so well doings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is that called like additive and I don't know if it's it's not reductive, additive and subtractive
reductive.
arts? Isn't that like a thing? Talk about sculpting versus carving? I don't know. Maybe I made it
I
up.
tried to get into it when I was messing around with Super Sculpey, because I have some tools to remove material,
Yeah.
but I'm not 100% sure at what occasion to use them, because with growing experience and you see a model, you know what tool you have to use to get the result you are seeing.
Yeah.
And since I have next to no experience with removing, I just look at these tools and it is like, I could carve with this, but will the result match my imagination? Most of the time it does not. First of all, because of my experience, and second of all, I always want it to look way better than it turns out.
I feel like if you wanted to, that's a place where you could compare notes with Dan Kaplinger, because he does carving, like wood carving, so he probably has some experience with those tools. You wanted some friendly tips.
Yeah, just now I'm doing it like a bird and winging it.
That works too.
So as I said, I'm doing the Ultramarine 6th Company Biker Captain.
Yes. Oh, we did talk about that. You're right.
Yeah. Monty is working on their final details of their 15mm Dreadnought.
Nice.
The Squid with Class says they're working on painting their first mini tonight.
Whoa,
so I know,
cool.
what is that mini?
Yeah, tell us what miniature. That's awesome.
And if it's
Squid,
a Space Marine, lie.
If it's your first miniature, it's allowed to be a Space Marine.
Yeah, of course.
Squid, did you do Kipash stuff before? I don't remember. I know you're like a longtime listener, sometimes caller, but yeah, like remind me what were you not involved in miniature hobby before, or were you just doing different parts of it? Let us know. Flynn, I'm glad you like the idea of like bringing the psychic croissant back from the original.
Awesome. Oh
Domino
yeah.
did. I
You mean the
actually
cradle,
go
the
ahead.
cradle looking like a croissant?
Yeah, the psychic croissant.
Okay. Croissant.
Awesome.
Also, I feel like I've been going back and looking at the old Dom more and trying to take notes, trying to see if I can pull over more stuff from the classic design than I have done in past. Part of that was inspired by the fact that I wanted to for the scything talons, I wanted to use these arms, because these arms are now like historic. This is what the scything talons used to look like on Tyranids, and then they changed them. But I wanted to have different talons on them. So I was looking at like the biggest modern talons I could find, which were the or maybe the nicest, that looked not just standard talons straight out of the box. So Psychophage talons, they'd have to do some cutting to like free them of all this rubble junk. And okay, that one. And Screamer Killer talons. And I was like, well, they're not like giant. Like they're not, if it was in, they're not in scale with how huge these arms are. But then I was looking at the old Dominatrix, and it doesn't have talons. It has like oversized claws on the front. Yeah, so that was one hallmark I was trying to take from it. Although, of course, it'll also have a set of like hands, like giant rending claw type things.
Oh yeah.
You feel strongly?
I like the big claws. That is the main bit I want.
The rending claw hands?
Basically the big thing.
Okay, good. That's the main
Pardon?
thing. You mean the big rending claw hands?
Yeah, the big rending claw hands.
Okay, cool. If that's what you're into, you're primarily into, then I'll be able to do these cool scything talons separately, and then make sure it has big rending claw hands as well.
Yeah. It's just that's the bit that I feel like the rending claw ones are the things that will do more damage than anything else.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
They're not going to be as big as on Dominated 4, to be clear. They're going to be between that and the ones I did for Marco.
Oh yeah, because I forgot how big Dominated 3 actually was. You had a whole Redempted Dreadnought underneath it.
Yeah, it was she was a big girl. She was a very big girl. And she just kept getting bigger. And I was like, good lord, I did not charge enough for this.
Yeah.
But Charles was very patient and very accommodating, and then he was the one who actually suggested that I do those massive claws. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not in the habit of like charging people more for a commission after we've agreed to our initial price. And at that point, I'm like, okay, Charles, I can do these for you, but it's going to cost you. Oh, I feel disturbance in the warp. Anyone else feel that?
The German steam train of efficiency has arrived.
The German steam train of efficiency has pulled into the station. Hydra, how you doing?
Yeah. Hello.
Are you all out of steam from inflating balloons?
I'm still full on steam.
Okay. How goes the preparations for the little one's birthday?
Don't you know he's pumping it up?
He's pumping it up with his steam?
Yeah.
Pump it up.
Yeah, I pumped it. Pumped it hard.
Oh wait, you actually used a pump? I thought you were using your lungs.
No, those have been those snake balloons. Those long things. And holy cow, I tried it with I have a big mouth, and I praise myself
you do.
having lots of wind under my nose, but yeah, I had to see that I had to use a pump there.
Yeah.
And it was very good that I did, because everything else would not have made sense at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're happy to see you. You made your kids shirts?
Yes. I have the habit of making them birthday shirts every year.
Yeah.
And there's always a different, well, whatever floats their boat that year. I make a stencil and I print those shirts, and each year has for each year they have I make 2 different shirts, and in one the birthday kid has its number in the shirt and the other simply doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You say you say you print the shirts, but for anyone who's not familiar with your process, you hand silk screen them with like paint at home.
I basically use the stencil technique like Banksy would do, or any street artist.
Ooh, Banksy.
I don't use silkscreen because I simply don't
Oh,
know
right.
how to do that.
Right. They don't. That's like a different technology that you need to have like the kit for.
Yeah.
And all the other parents probably love you for setting the bar higher every year.
I've always wondered that.
Yeah, they do. They do. The first birthday we had, my wife and I had been preparing like mad for it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt, well, each birthday is better prepared than any of my exams I did in university.
Yeah.
Because you love your kids and not those exams.
Yeah.
What is that
my
farting
wife
noise?
What?
Anyone else hearing a farting noise?
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be me moving my headset up and down.
Yeah, quit farting, Flynn. Too much Nurgle. Sorry, go ahead, Simon.
Oh, no worries.
You love your kids more than university?
Yeah, I do, sort of. And yeah, because my wife insists to do so. So yeah,
Happy wife.
well, I would probably have different sort of birthdays, because they would be prepared 2 days in advance.
Yeah.
And my wife starts planning those things for weeks in advance, and therefore we have more time to do different things than I would do. But yeah, whatever. So we have this this year. This birthday is the ninja theme, because the kiddos are all into this Lego Ninjago thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will have a ninja birthday tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I pumped up snake balloons so they can throw their shuriken at something.
Wait, but did you put little pins in the corners of the shuriken so they can actually pop the balloons?
Dude, I shit you not, those paper things are...
They are sharp.
They're sharp.
Oh, wow, you can pop balloons with them?
I think so, yes.
Amazing. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
They really are sharp.
As someone who worked with paper for a few years, you underestimate how sharp paper can get, especially its capability to saw into skin.
Yeah, okay, paper cuts, gotcha, yeah.
Do not underestimate the paper.
Okay, I get it.
The power of the paper.
I also was reminded of the South Park episode, Playing with Weapons, or Playing with Guns it was called, when all the kids pretended to be ninjas.
I didn't see that one.
Did they play?
They played with real weapons. It was an episode how easy children could get throwing stars and other stuff like that. But in the episode itself, they all looked like enemy characters.
Yeah.
Not enemy like
yeah.
Yeah.
Anime.
Against anime. We are learning so much about the
Weebs?
English language today.
Well, in Japanese, it would be anime.
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 That is way easier for a German to pronounce.
There you go.
Yeah, and they were playing with these weapons, and of course, Butters was the poor kid who got injured very bad and was brought to a doctor, but it was a vet, and he was treated the entire episode like an injured dog.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
yeah.
what I learned because we recently got to know a vet a little better. What she said was that vets are perfect for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Because they can put us all down?
No, because a vet basically knows everything.
Ah.
And she knows when you have a dog and that's sick, you go to a vet, but you don't go to a specialist there are no specialists for heart diseases or a vet has to know everything
I see.
about the dog because there's no specialization. And she says that, well, dogs are not so different from humans.
Also, a dog can't tell you where it hurts. So you gotta maybe be a little smarter, a little more able to figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And that's why, kids, you better be friends with the vets.
They'll save you in the zombie apocalypse. Hey man, these days I wonder if that zombie apocalypse isn't a lot closer than we think.
Why?
Except for the zombies would be coming from a certain country.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, mind numb they are for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are still some diseases around where you're better off with a vet than a normal doctor.
Yeah? How do you mean?
Yeah. The cooties, scabies.
Cooties? Cooties? Cooties?
Yeah, cooties.
I think cooties, you're better off with a 10-year-old boy who knows circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot.
Yeah, I just looking at the English translation, and there is another word called allergy.
Allergy or allergy?
Well, basically, it is a very old disease that is
British
little insects.
slang. Oh, go ahead.
Living on your skin and reproducing on your skin. It is a hygiene thing. It was pretty dominant in the French army of Napoleon.
Like fleas or
yes,
lice?
more like ticks.
Ticks. Okay, gotcha. Oh god, ticks. Ticks terrify me.
It is a little variant of a tick, I think, or well, an arachnid.
Oh wait, are you talking about scabies?
Yes, scabies.
Yeah.
Scabies.
And if you ever
tunnels in your skin.
And if you ever should get scabies, go directly to the veterinarian because your doctor will only send you there anyways.
No, if you get scabies, just go directly into the fire. Like you're just done. Give it up. Oh, why am I looking up scabies on my YouTube? My YouTube algorithm is now gonna have scabies in it. Thanks, Symbio. Thanks for that.
These are some serious health, some serious medical.
Also, no one of us is a real doctor.
No, do not take our medical advice. Go to a vet and take their medical advice.
You said go to the fire.
Yeah, good point. That's not very good medical advice.
So how has the past 2 weeks been to you guys? I did not get the front of the stream.
Pretty good. I've mostly been doing Dom stuff. Flynn?
Like I said, you're going up to 50% hybrid time now.
What?
I'm not as badly affected as others, but yeah.
Sorry, 50%.
Otherwise, all good.
Oh, you mean going back to the office?
Yeah, so 50% of time in the office. We're currently at 40%. But
oh, dang.
to me, I'm not as impacted as others. because they've got like big increases. I'm chill, realistically.
I'm still sorry you got to do that.
Yes, it was expected.
Yeah, Canadian employers are doing that crap too.
Yeah,
What, getting people back into the office?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hydra, how do you feel about people having to return to the office being someone who like doesn't have the option of working from home?
Well,
Oh
I think
shit,
that
my counter died. Sorry.
the German public
Did it?
in broad, there has been. Well, I don't know how the life of who's actually working in Germany looks like,
Yeah.
because teacher. But I feel like after COVID was suddenly disappeared, there was a huge push to get people back into the office pretty quickly.
Well, there was. So
Um,
we took our sweet time with that.
Oh, that has been already recovered. That has already happened. I know that from our neighbor who has responsibility for workers and all that.
Yeah.
So they had this, and now after everyone went crazy and was like, "Oh, you need to come back."
Yeah.
I feel like there's currently this backwards where they realize that having people work at home has benefits for the companies themselves, and
Oh,
therefore they are kind of dialing that back in certain places.
interesting.
Not
Okay.
only, of course, where it's comfortable for the company, not for
Yes.
the workers, but yeah, there are places, there are more remote workspaces. I feel
Yeah.
than
Yeah, really
has
depends on the
before.
job you have.
Interesting.
Yes, of course. For example, we had there was this ice rain we had,
Yep.
like
Freezing rain.
freezing rain.
Yep.
And it was to be expected that it's going to cause tremendous difficulties for everyone.
Yep.
And so what they did was the local government decided for everyone to stay at home, and the schools were closed, but that was, I think, before COVID, this would have not happened.
Yeah.
But now it was like, yeah, you stay at home, but you just go back to what we did during COVID.
Yeah. We had a day like that recently where it was like a snow day and like everything closed, and it was our like you talk about like local governments and stuff. Our provincial government here in Ontario, they've made a big push to force everyone to be back in the office. And they had just started back in the office at the beginning of January, and then like a week into it, there was this giant like snowstorm event, where and the government was slow to tell everyone like, don't worry, you can just work from home this day. And one of the best examples was that there's people who are employed by the provincial government who are in charge of like not safety, but like road maintenance and stuff like that. And like the roads were closed, and they sent a message to these people being like, you still are supposed to come in the office. And they're like, why? The roads are closed. Like, what? It's unsafe. And they're like, yes, you should still come to the office. It's like, what the heck?
I'm in office right now.
Yeah.
I never left like you should.
Yeah. Anyway. I think it's silly.
Yeah,
I think that,
stupid.
yeah, if people can work from the office, they should work from home. They should work from home. My employer makes us come into the office 2 days a week. So I'm fairly lucky in that respect. Because other people have to like be in the office way more than 2 days a week.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So I feel lucky. What was that? Something's very quiet.
Yeah.
I think for reasons I cannot explain, my my YouTube decided to unmute itself.
Jerk.
And suddenly you were talking again.
Oh. You didn't want to do that.
All right.
Hydra.
Yes.
As I've not given you any time to prepare for this, so let's see what you can pull out of your butt. As the man who was the very first to make a Tyranid Dominatrix from a Scythe Heirodule, can you tell us a little bit about your inspiration for it, how you decided that you should do it, and how you felt about the process when you did it? Because you created this concept, and I've just been copying it ever since.
Yeah, if I recall it correctly, I was 4th edition. Is that true? So new Tyranids, and they had caught me again, and I was
that was the plastic Carnifex edition, right?
Yes.
The plastic Carnifex edition.
Yep.
And I was up to both arms in Tyranids, and I was working at Games Workshop at the time.
Yep.
And for some reasons, I got my hand on a second Heirodule.
A second?
I already had one.
Yep.
Yes, I had one. But I think it was my boss who kind of offered me an additional one.
Ooh.
And said,
nice boss.
Yeah, it was a trade. It was like, I don't need it, and he wanted something for it. I think I painted miniatures for him or something like that. He bought it from Forge World, and then he realized that he would never field it.
Yeah.
And he said, maybe you can use it. And suddenly I had this additional Heirodule on my hands.
Yep.
And for almost no costs.
Yeah, just work. It's labor.
Yes. Well, I was a student back then, and so that didn't
lots
really
of time.
mean anything.
Time is money.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm trying to dial back to that. I was very happy to have this, but I had no idea what to do with it.
But you already had one, you said.
Yes, I already had the model.
Yeah.
And then I think it was at that time that I stumbled over Highfleet Model's website.
Ooh.
And he had the sketches from Vermis there.
Oh, yes.
And I saw those sketches, and I was thrilled, but it didn't click that at that time. I saw them, and I was excited, well, to dive into Moloth's world and see all the Gribbly beauties. And I think it was troubling me, and because I wanted to do something with it and blah blah blah. And then it was one of those dream things where I kind of dreamt of this Dominatrix from
Wait,
Vermis.
You mean you dreamt of a Tyranid Dominatrix, right?
What?
You dreamt of a Tyranid Dominatrix? I don't have to get out the sign?
Yes, you don't have to get out the sign.
Okay, good.
Tyranid Dominatrix from Vermis.
Although having seen your models, I don't know that Tyranid Dominatrix necessarily makes it any cleaner. You've made some sexy Tyranid ladies.
What?
Sorry. So yes, Tyranid. You dreamt of the Tyranid Dominatrix.
Yes, and that was when it was. I think that the path was clear.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I have the trouble of having an idea but not knowing how to proceed with it.
Yes.
And sometimes like the path of what to do and where to cut and what to add and all that.
Yeah.
Is not much of a thought process, but more of an internal, like, oh yeah, it's obvious that I do this and then I do that and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I think that with the Dominatrixes was like that I did not think much about it and was, yeah, let's try to get my Dominatrix as close to Vermis sketch as possible.
Yeah.
And at that time I discovered Warp Shadow as well. the message board.
Yeah.
And I presented my my concept there. And it was a tremendous help to have someone stand aside and cheer and be like, yeah, this is a good idea, proceed with it. Proceed, yes. And cutting up a Forge World model at that time was something unheard of.
Yes. That was another thing you pioneered.
And it was born out of the luxury of having a second Dominatrix, a second Heirodule. I would have never started with ooh, I have a Heirodule, let's cut it up. I have to be that honest. That was not the not the starting point. Yeah, and that's how it proceeded. I have made the weapon on the back twice.
Yeah.
Because the first time it felt weird, and it was too short and too thick.
Yep.
And so I went back, and that was something that I hadn't done at that point before ever, to take something I had already sculpted and just rip it off and start again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I did, and it worked out in the end, and kind of happy. I feel like, looking back and especially comparing it to what you have done with a concept, it feels a little blank.
No.
Yes.
It has to start somewhere, man.
Yeah, but
I would never have done it if it wasn't for you. Well, for you and for Ross.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really glad that you crossed that bridge first and showed us that it could be done.
What I think is what I'm curious about is to bounce the question back. With the sculpts from Simon Egan, we had something that the Tyranids did not have before, and that was a textured carapace.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering how you're going to solve that.
Well, how I'm going to solve that, Simon, I've realized, is that I'm basically going to cut off all of the carapace or sculpt over it. Like,
oh Jesus!
I took off. The hell is it? Like, I cut off the tail. So I'm not going to be using that. Oh, and I put up the sketches that you're referring to, the concept sketches by Warren that were on High Fleet Moloch's website. Just, I've shared it in other streams when I'm working on the DOM, but just so people can see. Hold on. There we go. This is what Hydra's talking about up in the left-hand corner here. And these were our good friend Warren Beatty, otherwise known as Vermis. Not that Warren Beatty, different Warren Beatty. Vermis made these to kind of update the Epic 40K concept for a Dominatrix, and they were hosted on High Fleet Moloch's website, which was like before there was social media, before there was a really awesome Tyranid message board, any of that stuff. The only place you could go to see cool Tyranid shit all in one place was High Fleet Moloch's website. So a lot of inspiration came from that. And I forgot that you had been inspired by Warren's sketches on there. So that's cool. I'm really glad I asked you about it.
Yeah, now that you put it up again, that image of not the side view, but the size of the dome crushing that rhino.
Yeah.
That was what got me. That was like, this thing is massive. This is huge. This has so much. Put it.
Like power.
So much monster.
Yeah.
Monster touch to it. This was like. It made the Tyranid suddenly at a recognizable size.
Yeah.
I think the most all the concept for my Tyranids was to have their bases, or the things they were standing on, tell a little story.
Yeah.
Because I always felt that the true horror of a Tyranid invasion would be not if they are fought by space marines, but if they stomp through your front yard.
Yeah.
And Carnifex is cute, until you realize how large it is.
Yeah.
And in that sketch, it was suddenly clear how large this model, this Dominatrix, would be.
Yeah.
It would be towering over a Rhino. And back then, I don't think that I was aware that it was Armor 4. No.
War.
What's it
Oh,
called?
Epic
Jesus.
or Armor Cast.
No, not Epic. Armor Cast. Yeah, that there had been already kind of epic-sized things.
Yeah.
And I thought this was the coolest thing to have this super large Tyranid.
Yeah, Armorcast was very much like something that if you were on the right parts of the internet, you could see that Armorcast was a thing. Armorcast being the third-party dudes who made not only big giant Tyranids, but also like Titans. The first resin Titans that were ever produced were produced by Armorcast, and but they just like sold them from their like website, random website on the internet. So if you hadn't been introduced to that random website, you could really like miss that they existed. And I remember when they created those Tyranids, I was like, my God, I need those, but I don't have that much money. It was only like $60 or maybe $80 or something at the time, but it was a lot of money in those days.
Yeah, and I wasn't aware that they existed.
Yeah.
And I thought that was this was the largest Tyranid I had seen.
Yeah.
To that day.
Yeah.
And so I figured I wanted to have something like that. So what was the largest Tyranid available to everyone? That was the Heirodule, and I wanted something larger than a Heirodule.
Because the Hierophant wasn't out yet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember when that one came out.
Well, the Hierophant is a complete different story.
Yeah.
But a sad one.
Yeah. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. That was perfect. I forgot parts of that, so that's good to hear. And yeah, I remember when you posted it on Warp Shadow, everyone was like, this guy's insane. Why would you buy a priceless Forge World model for like $200, $300 or whatever? Well, I guess it wasn't that much, probably like 200, 180, I don't know. And cut it up. Like, who is this madman?
We can rebuild it. We can make it better.
But it was also at that time, no one did that stuff. And to be honest, some people were still apprehensive about cutting up models and stuff. Like, look at the Squidmar when he had his whole trade up to Warlord Titan thing. And then they decided, all right, we're going to do a diorama with the two Warlord Titans, and people going like, oh, you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't do it. It's such a waste, where someone else who would win it might actually want to have them as the actual models. And it's like, to be honest though, technically it's his model until he decides to raffle it away. So
he was going to give away like an untouched Warlord Titan for you to do with as you please, but then he was like, no, I'm going to make a diorama and give the diorama away.
So the whole point was they were going to trade up to it, paint it up, and then raffle it off.
Yeah.
Stuff. But they ended up getting two, and they thought, oh, let's make it into a diorama.
Yeah.
And some people were like, not happy. But then there was, I can't remember, someone, the YouTuber was like, if there is the offer of, if you win and you wanted it as two separate guys, I will give you X amount of money for it. That would be, you'd easily be able to afford buying another two yourself, maybe even three.
Okay, so where are you going with this, and how does it relate to what Hydra was talking about? Or
people were still don't want to cut up.
Oh no, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that people don't want to cut up a Titan. I think people want a clean Titan to do with as they want. I don't think it's the cutting up. I think it's the painting.
Oh no, it was already said from the beginning they were going to paint it up straight away. It was because people didn't like the fact of they weren't going to be able to use it in a game. They were saying it's a waste of money for everything, but it was
okay, gotcha.
That's what I mean. People
I don't think that's the cutting up. I think that's the fact that like a diorama can't be fielded, because people were like weren't focused on having a cool display piece. They were focused on like this being a miniature that I play games with, which we are the farthest people from. To be clear. Simon, how many games did you play with your Dominatrix?
I think 2.
Cool. One of them being the Second Tyranid War at Warhammer World?
No.
What?
No, there was no Apocalypse.
Oh, why did I think
game.
that? Wait, because it was in their rule book, but you didn't actually take it to Warhammer World?
I think it was not part of the event.
Sorry, it was or it wasn't?
No, it was not.
Well, that sucks. I thought it was in their rule book. I guess I got that wrong.
No. The rule book that included the Dominatrix was the one from Bell of Lost Souls.
Okay, I've totally mixed them up. Oh, did the other one included the Talon Horror?
Talon Horror.
Ah, that's what I'm mixing up. Okay, gotcha.
And the Tankerfax.
Tankerfax. Were your models pictured in that one or no?
Sorry?
Were your models pictured in their book or no?
No.
Okay. I'm mixing up the one from Bell of Lost Souls, I guess. Where they used your... Oh, I have that picture. Yeah. I can pull that up. It's right here. It's one of the things that comes up when you search Tyranid Dominatrix on the old Google.
It does.
Here we go.
To be honest, I haven't looked up Dominatrix for quite a while.
Someone posted it recently. Someone was asking in the Discord for rules for Tyranid Dominatrix. Yeah. And we pulled this up.
Yeah.
That I do recall.
Cool. Yeah, so and then my story from your story was that you created it, and the late great accommodator Ross Nickel saw it and loved it. And I don't know how we got on the topic, but we were talking about it, and I was like, I could never do that. There's no way I could ever do that. That's so impressive. And Ross Nickel said to me, yeah, you can. And I'm like, no way, man. Like, I could not do that. He's like, no, I think you can. And I'm like, okay, but like, I can't afford that model. He's like, don't worry, I'll buy you one. You can make it for me. And that was how I made my first Dom. And I am really glad that Ross had more faith in me than I had in myself at that point.
And you know what?
What?
When you tell the story this way, it feels like Ross has actually created Mr. Pink or modern synthesis.
Yeah.
As you are.
Tell me more.
Now today, yes.
What do you mean?
Because you, most of the time, you don't keep your stuff.
No.
I feel like you are the process man.
I'll tell you what I am is that I have an idea in my head. I want to realize that idea. Like, because I feel like I tell people about the idea and they're like, what? And I'm like, no, it's this really cool idea. It'll look great. They're like, I can't picture it. I'm like, I'm just going to make it for you so you can see it and you can understand what I was getting at. It's kind of like the world's... Go ahead.
Once you're done with that, you move away from it. It's like you just want the idea to be realized and see how it works and how it turns and how it twists and how it changes. And then you are okay. This is you don't quotation marks need it anymore.
No. And
then you're fine with that. And I think Ross has created or has seen this very desire.
Interesting.
And has fed on, not fed on that. That sounds bad, but
capitalized or I don't know.
No, that's also. I think
encouraged. He's encouraged it. He encouraged it.
He gave this concept a chance to be and to grow. Because before that, I don't know much about your history before that, but I feel like gaming and creating gaming pieces for your game has been surely a certain part of your hobby career.
Sorry, what do you mean? Before that, creating pieces...
creating gaming pieces.
Yeah.
Something you want to play with.
Yeah.
Has been a crucial part. And now you are creating things without the purpose of being gaming pieces. You just do the stuff. And once you feel you're done with the concept, you move on to the next one. And you
Yeah.
don't necessarily need for it to be a gaming piece, and that gives a great liberty to what you're doing. You don't have to worry about is it ruled, does it fit on a table, does it have the correct base size, does it apply to all these made up rules by GW.
Yeah.
And therefore you are way more free.
I agree.
Someone would be doing that for a tournament army, or
Yeah.
And I feel like Ross has encouraged this very this very way of approaching models.
The other thing he kind of I don't know if he really implanted it in me, but as you were talking about that and talking about like how he made Modern Synthesis Mr. Pink, I really love that idea because Ross was a very lovely human being. He was very generous before he died, very giving of his time, of his resources. He would like cast things for me, like no problem. Before that was like a really common thing to do. And yeah, so I love the idea of him being my part of my origin story. The other part of that origin story that you made me think of was someone who I have no idea what happened to them. I have no idea what happened to these models, but back in the day on the Dark City Dark Eldar forum. Yeah, his name was Barbarous Bob. And what I did was in the like as I was still trying to grow that feeling of I want to make this thing, but I don't need to own this thing. I had an idea for how I could convert a Homunculus Coven army, because at that time Games Workshop had rules for things like grotesques and racks and stuff like that. But they might have had fine cast models for them. But they didn't have plastic models for them. And I was like, no, I think I can make I can convert a bunch of Homunculus Coven stuff. And I basically went to like the forum and I was like, hey guys, I got these ideas for these miniatures I want to make. I don't want to own them. I don't like have the cash to do it like just for myself. Would anyone commission me to do this for them? And just let me like explore these ideas. And this guy Barbarous Bob commissioned me to do this army for him. And I feel like that was like the Dominatrix was like the first step towards it for Ross, but I feel like that was when I really like jumped in with both feet to the concept of I can make this thing and I don't have to own this thing. Because like sure, I was doing like the commission for money ostensibly because the guy paid me, but I felt no attachment to the models beyond wanting to get the concept out there. Like, I'm like, I got this cool idea for like what a Chronos should actually look like that isn't just another Talos. Like, I want to get it out there. And the project allowed me to do that.
I so remember this step in your Vita, in your history. And I still vividly remember how I could not wrap my head around it. How someone could possibly build something, paint or care for it, work the concepts, and then not want to own it. It was beyond me.
I guess I was like Warhammer Buddhist or some shit. Not actually. We spend way too much money on material goods to be anything like Buddhists, but yeah, I don't know. I needed to get the concept out of my head.
Approach.
Yeah.
That's why you have influenced me greatly, because I feel like nowadays I want to be a little bit more like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, the models I'm doing right now.
Yes.
Are for someone who is probably not watching, hopefully.
Yep.
And who has jumped to my side last year without any, just said, hey, yeah, you need help. Here's my help. Unconditionally, just here.
Yeah.
Here's help.
Yeah.
And that was incredible, because I know the person sort of.
Yeah.
But not
as good as anyone else.
Yeah.
In the community, and he was just, helping. And yeah, I'm building these models to pay him back a little.
Good.
And that's something my former self would probably not have understood.
Yep.
Like, okay, so you're building those models, but you're giving them away.
I don't know,
What's wrong?
dude. You're pretty generous these days. Like, you made like those amazing models for what was the thing in Texas? I was there.
Vestarian?
Vestarian, thank you. I'm just realizing these arms are not the same size. The like other scything talon arms that come with this thing, they are not in the same scale. That is weird. Sorry. Yeah, I think you're super generous.
Asymmetrically.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to embiggen these suckers. Music
Flynn,
to
you're okay
Flynnhammer's
with the
ears.
Fiddler Crab Dominatrix?
Fiddler crab.
Yeah. Look at it's got like it's clearly a lefty. Look at how well developed that left arm is versus that right arm. It's a bit sad.
Spending too much time doing certain things.
Oh, don't make me get the sign. Oh, warning, Slaneshi content.
Well, it's a dominatrix after all, right? She's done a lot of whipping.
Yeah, she's done the weird things. Getting out, should I get out the acid spray and do some weird stuff with it? No. All right, I've been trying to resist
lots
this.
of whipping.
Yes, whipping. Dominid. I've tried to resist it this whole time, but I need to go inside and get my putty. Because I forgot it inside. And I don't know if you know, but today Toronto is one of the coldest places on Earth.
What?
It is minus 30 here, or something like that, with the wind chill.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so
close to my favorite temperature.
And my studio is outside my house, so I need to go inside my house to get my putty. My studio is heated and insulated, but what?
I've actually got a question for you guys in regards to temperature. Nick, where you go and get your
Yeah,
stuff,
good man.
because you might actually know the answer.
Good man.
What is unique about the temperature of minus 40 degrees Celsius? Chat, you can play along as well if you know it.
I think I know the answer, so I won't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it also the same as minus 40 degree Fahrenheit?
Boo, 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 boo. We have a winner.
Yeah, I knew there was some intersection where both scales meet for some reason.
But it's only minus 40. That's the madness of it.
Good. Minus 40 is okay. Yeah.
Well done to Radon as well, because I know there is a delay.
That is more common in Alaska and Siberia, I think.
Yeah.
The coldest temperature when I was walking around was minus 25.
Holy cow. Does breathing is painful? At that temperature?
Interestingly enough, I do not have any negative memories about that walk. It was I think 20-minute walk to a friend's house. Okay. And my mother was very concerned after she heard what I have done. But yeah, if apparently my clothes were very good and not well, now sometimes I have the you know, when it gets a little stingy around the ears or around the nose, but I did not have any problems breathing. I find it more difficult breathing when it is warm and the air actively refuses to be breathed through your lungs.
You mean when it's so humid?
Yeah, especially when you do sports, it's just like, okay, deep breaths, and the air is like, no.
Not going down there.
Yeah. Also, I can do maybe a little, when it comes to temperature, a little spoiler on Uncle Adam's latest video about his rattle can experiment if a certain rattle can brand he prefers will be influenced by -degrees. Spoiler alert: it does not. I'm just doing this because this video was too long for that result to be presented.
Wait,
Oh,
whose video was it?
Uncle Adam priming. What's his handle? Tabletop Minions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I follow that.
Oh Jesus, yes. That's why everyone's about that, because I had different folks being posting like, yeah, I'm priming here in Hamburg, and it's really freezing, and no problems. And it's like, yeah, that
Good
as
for you.
always. Yeah, good for you. No surprise.
Survivorship bias at its best.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say is, so have either of you two seen the trailer for He-Man, the live action?
Yes.
Another one?
Yes, another one.
The one that they have a new one?
Yeah, so it's got, I don't know who's actually playing He-Man, but you've got Idris Elba playing Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
You
Ooh.
have Jared Leto playing Skeletor.
Oh, why? Why?
But the trailer starts off with Prince Adam
Uh-huh.
is in our world, like in the human world, not in
Oh,
Eternia.
like the very first live action He-Man, Raiders of the
Ah,
No. The
Lost Plot.
the story is that his mother has, for some reasons, uh, placed him on Earth when he was little
Oh, okay.
to hide away, to hide him from evil, because it was too dangerous.
Imagine that nowadays, am I right?
yeah.
Yes.
And he then he wants to try and find. What I've got from being looking for his sword so he can return.
Yeah.
And he ends up finding a sword in a museum that has a sculpture of He-Man. So it's like his
No.
younger stories have become true or something. It's like they
It
got.
No.
I have
It's not.
no idea because I wasn't.
It's not in. It's not. I think it's in a comic book store. And the
Yeah.
statue that's holding the sword is not He-Man. It is Vicor. And Vicor is the very first concept for He-Man. When they were still trying to find out how He-Man is going to look like, because they started off with Conan the Barbarian, and that's why he has this weird helmet and all that, and he looks, when you look at him, he looks very Conan. But the very
Yeah.
first He-Man action figure was looking like this. It had fur and this helmet and everything, and they dubbed it later
Yeah.
on Vicor. And this is
Because it does look
a
very
nice
much.
nod towards the how He-Man ever happened. When you look at how He-Man, the toys have happened, it's like a story that continuously is a coincidence. And
Yeah. Yeah. So it just looked like a He-Man sculpture to me because you only don't really get a good look at it too much in the trailer, and I was watching it on a phone. But no,
yeah,
and then it's just like all of a sudden he's getting rescued by, I don't think it's She-Ra, it's
no, it's
Man at
Tila.
Arms' daughter. I can't remember the name. Tila, that's
Tila.
it. Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of
Yeah.
great shots in the trailer already. I
Oh
like
yeah.
I like that Spycore has an appearance. Um, and he looks really creepy, because Spycore is that dude that has obviously spikes on his skin, but
Yeah.
well, the action figure looks, not very brutal or anything. It's just this purple dude with spikes. The live action version, he looks really creepy. Like it almost looks painful how those things grow out.
I think I saw Grimjaw and Fisto in the trailer.
Yes, Fisto's there, and I think I saw Goatman, which would be a rare sight, and Beastman being a real beast, smashing cars. And I like that Skeletor's face is, well, the skull is animated.
Yeah.
Not well, of course it's animated, but it has it moves.
Yeah.
Like the eyebrows are moving, and so he has facial expressions.
It looks more realistic.
Well, it's the perfect blend. In the a skull doesn't move usually, but when you take a oh George,
A bit of magic to this.
A world of imagination.
No, when you take the animated series, the Filmation, there the skull has features that the skull moves, like Skeletor looks surprised or angry or all that. So he shows emotions on the skull face.
Well, the origin story of him is that his face has acid burns, doesn't it?
Always.
Well, there are different stories to that. One is acid, yes. That was the 2000X version.
Yeah. The new version is he's the brother of the king of Eternia.
Oh, that's the kind of
that's why his face is disfigured.
Oh no, it was something about him doing magic and stuff.
Yeah.
Magic face burn.
Yeah, magic face burn, exactly.
Oh, good lord! I hope that they have the cliffhanger in the end that Hordak is
around the corner,
responsible.
That's what you're expecting?
No, I hope, because that's how when they pick up, they're different iterations of the He-Man lore.
Yeah.
And the Skeletor being King Rander's brother is from the 2000X series.
Yeah.
So what they did was they had the show in the 80s, and then they tried to come back with a He-Man show in 2000 something.
Yeah.
But that show never got beyond, I think, 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But what they did was they explained very detailed how everything started and where it came from and all that, and it had some super cool things in there. And they realized that the kids at the time, they didn't care for this, but the old folks who used to watch the cartoons and all that, they were interested in that. So what they did, they flipped it around and did not sell action toys, but they made these statues that I bought when I was in your place.
They were kind of like action figures, but they were like not as like posable.
They were sold in the UK as action figures.
Collector figs, whatever.
Yeah. So these were bought by the old chaps like me.
Old chap. Pip pip. Cheerio, old chap. I say. Sorry.
And
old chaps with money.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And in this 2000X series, they had Randor be the brother of Skeletor, and Skeletor tries to murder his brother.
Yeah.
And this he kind of gets defeated, and instead of poisoning and killing his brother to become king of Eternia, this thing gets flipped back on him, and he suffers tremendously wounds. And after that, he's taken by Hordak, and Skeletor is Keldor, as he's called before. Keldor is basically dead.
Yeah.
But through dark magic performed by Hordak, he survives. But during this process, he kind of, well, Hordak is sort of the devil, and Skeletor quotation marks sells his soul to Hordak. And that's why he loses his face in the process and gets the skull face.
I know you said about the 2000, but I remember this from the Netflix series, because I don't remember that being in the 2000 series, because that's the first He-Man series I saw, and then like the Netflix one by not Kevin Feige, Kevin Smith, was the condition of the 80s stories.
Well, if I recall correctly, he picked that up from the 2000X version, but
the only reason why, because there was characters they didn't even touch on in the 2000X. They didn't touch on Fisto and half of Skeletor's group. There were so many they didn't.
There in 2000X.
Yeah, let's just go check. I could be completely remembering wrong anyway, because it was. I was a child, and two, there's so much stuff. It's over 20 years since it came out. I could be completely wrong.
And
I only just remember it in the
important
new
after
Netflix
all.
one.
Sorry, what was that, Simon? In the end, what?
In the end, it's not important at all. I'm just excited that they're doing this, and it looks like a lot of green screen and a lot of CGI in the back, but
how else are you
I
gonna
think
do it? Like, they're not gonna like
Yeah.
pay for practical for He-Man to like do all that. Like, they have practical outfits. The costumes are practical. That's good. Like practical effects.
Yeah. For my taste, it already ticks the right boxes
Good.
to be happy with.
Also, welcome back.
Sorry, I was slow.
With-
Every time
with
every
how-
time I put this thing down and I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna be 5 minutes. I'm like, I regret doing that. The thing's gonna tick back way before I get there.
Wait, are you saying that? Lobstar has arrived in chat.
Lobstar, that's a new friend.
I got
Again?
Yeah, I got all the stickers you gave me put onto things. They are very cool stickers, Mr. Pink, except High Fleet Moloch's Yacht Club sticker. That's going on my boat.
Who is that? Who is Lobstar? If they have a High
And
Fleet
it's
Moloch
Star,
Yacht
isn't it?
Club, that means that they're like, they contribute to the actual like chat
Yeah.
or to
Or
the
the
super chats.
Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Oh, probably Patreon. Right.
You forget you have a Patreon. By the
No,
way,
man.
the link's in the
I
description.
don't
if you want to go
forget.
and
I do
support him there.
appreciate people's support on Patreon, but I don't really, I'm not posting there right now. Although I have an idea for long-suffering Patreon subscribers. I just need to find someone who's willing to sculpt something remotely Tyranid related for me in 3D. And then I've got what's the word I'm looking for? I got a hole for us to drown ourselves in if I can find someone who's into my ideas.
If you need someone, I'm kind of into the 3D game a bit. Not myself. No, I'm not sculpting 3D.
I was gonna say, what? That's news.
Nope. But I have
Connections.
I have my own 3D miniature.
Cool.
Which means me as a 3D miniature.
Oh wait, what? That's cool. I want one.
I'm still getting a bunch printed, but
cool.
That was my my Christmas surprise for Zebo on our stream, on our podcast. And I found someone in the German community who is apparently professional in that field, as he's working for, or has been working for game development and all that.
Yep.
And I asked him, I asked the community basically if someone was wanting to do this, to sculpt me and a friend in 3D, and he agreed to that. And he did an amazing job, if you ask me.
Okay.
And it's still, I have not uploaded it by now, but it will be soon for everyone to download.
Cool.
Let me just send the image into our Discord.
Do you want me to put it on screen or no?
If you want, sure.
Okay.
It will be out there nonetheless. Where is the chat? Is it okay if I put it in Synapse?
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should talk to your 3D guy. I'm thinking 3D thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Well, where's my Space Marine when I need?
What I also can tease here is that I am working with for Omatide with someone.
Yeah.
So I'm basically drawing stuff, and he turns that into 3D files, which kind of makes me a concept person, which is really weird. But it's so crazy if you just doodle away things and someone comes along and is like 2 weeks later, so you made this weird drawing and this could be the miniature of it, and that's like, what? What's happening here?
Yeah.
So, Simon, just a question for you.
Yes.
It's about getting your solstice statues casted up.
Yeah, so I the process on that is that I have sent that's also something I'm really excited about. I have sent Curtis the stuff I have sculpted for Omentide. So a little bit set
Cool.
for him to cast.
Good.
Yeah, finally it's happening. I'm super excited. And while I was sending stuff to England, I thought, why not chuck two icons in there as well? And so I sent him the two smallest because those are, I think they are material-wise the lowest risk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if no one wants them, he's not losing too much silicone. So I sent him two, and if that works out, I will continue to send him the rest.
Awesome.
Set list.
What?
The dream of the chess set.
Yes. So that's emotion, and there's someone else I have sent a bunch of solstice casts, and that person is sitting in France, and he's called Gabriel. And Skeptic Le Spolcher, kind of, don't ask me, it's his French name. Skeptic Le Slosher. He is that's his handle on Instagram as well. Skeptic Le Slosher. And he has pretty much from the start, from Omentide, he has been interested in the setting, and he has early on started to draw stuff for that, and he's doing an amazing job to innovate and flesh out the universe. He's the one who drew the first cover for our magazine. And I've been exchanging messages with him, and he said, well, he wants some of those solstice casts, and I said, well, sure. I think the mold's good for a couple of more. And then we were kind of negotiating, and I said, dude, I honestly don't want money from you. I want your talent on drawing stuff, so how about we trade art? So you get some casts of mine, and when I have an idea for Solstice, how about you, you know, you draw that? And he agreed to that, and in addition, he sent me some of his drawings, and
Nice.
that is something completely different. When you see his drawings on the internet, on Discord, Instagram, whatever, that's one thing. But when you have like a pencil drawing up front your face and see how fine and detailed all those lines are and all that, that's completely different. That's mind blowing. And I received the parcel today. I'm still quite excited about that. Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Sorry, Nora's trying to coordinate dinner with me while this is happening. I'm also like not really doing any work right now, but I came out here and I brought out the fucking sprues of the psychophages because I want to use the psychophage claws as fingers, and I forgot my putty, so I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You guys keep vamping.
Because I just think it's like, Simon, you've done so many different things in the hobby. So you created the non-combat 28 movement, where everything is then stemmed from, where the madness that it is now and how big it is.
Yeah.
You've done, you've assisted with Necropolis 28. You had your own before Omentide, your other water-based game. Then you've got Omentide itself. You helped with Visterion with that, and you've just done so much. Like, and everything you have done has been for majority of it for free, right? And the only other stuff is just to cover up your own little costs. There's so much that you've just supported the community without asking for anything realistically, right? You could have easily just started your next thing you could do, you could just do it as all right, here's a Kickstarter, and it's just to cover the cost of making you guys have physical copies of stuff. And I think you would end up having more people back it just for that.
Maybe that will happen with a certain project.
Well,
a man of many talents and things to come. I think about what we recently talked about. That would be perfect for a Kickstarter.
Yes, that's something I would be hoping to do. Like, basically, I'm at a point where I feel I'm more akin soul to how our beloved Mr. Pink rolls. I want to see things happen, and I want to see things develop, and I want to do what I can to help and create, and others to be creative, and things to happen. And I feel like maybe it's because of my age, but I feel like there are some things that are beyond simple model making that would be cool to do, just to say I have done it.
For example, we are off your bucket list.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yes, maybe I'm working down my bucket list. But the fun thing about a bucket list is that you have a list that you're ticking things off, and I feel like I'm doing the opposite. I feel like I'm just adding things. Like, oh yeah, okay, I've done this. Yeah, okay, let's do something else. How about we do this? Oh, that's a good idea. How about we do that? And so on.
You'll work through the list
Simon,
eventually.
The difference is that people make a bucket list and they often don't do much of the things. They're like, this is the stuff I definitely want to do. And if they get really dedicated, they'll work their way through their bucket list and they'll achieve those things. But most people create bucket lists to just sit on a shelf. And I think you're just doing the opposite, where you don't have the list of the things that you want to do necessarily. You're just doing a bunch of awesome things that keep adding up on a list of actual accomplishments rather than, oh, I wish I'd done this someday.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
You're on a hobby side quest journey.
Oh,
So the main
sick.
quest is over there. It's like, nah, I'm doing all the side quests.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to be the main quest guy where I just, did one thing. Now I have so many side quests. I'm not even sure if I have a main quest anymore.
I like that. That's a really good way to describe it, Flynnhammer, because I feel like I am ever starting side quests and rarely finishing them. I think Brother Pink was talking about when we were doing the stream, one of the streams for the Dominatrix, he was saying that it bothers him because he apparently has an encyclopedic memory of like all the models I've ever started, and then
Oh wow.
that I haven't finished. So like,
Oh,
he's like, what about that one? I'm like, oh, man, I
no.
totally forgot about that one. He's like, what about this one? I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one too. So he's like my hobby conscience.
Conscience, yeah.
Yeah.
But if maybe I'm a little bit so side quest tracked because I feel like I have just a short time period where something gets my attention, and I want to lean into so many different things that I have to do things quickly or don't do them at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to get things as quickly done as possible.
It's not a German crack, but you are one of the most efficient hobbyists I've ever met. Like you're fast and effective under pressure.
Oh yeah. I'm pressure motivated for sure.
Yeah, but also just like, I don't know, like I joke that if you didn't have 2 kids and like a very demanding family life, like you would rule the hobby and have like all this like output, but maybe you wouldn't, because maybe like it's the 3 kids and demanding family life that forces you. That's your motivation for the pressure motivation. Get all this stuff done.
I think in parts you're absolutely right. When I built that table last year, in January, this Necropolis table,
Yeah.
it feels like that was a lot of things did not get the attention they should have gotten, but I was kind of preparing each step, every waking moment, whatever I did, so I could, when I had finally the time, do exactly what needed to be done. It's a little bit like the start of the Dominatrix, but back then I had kind of the time to toy around with what I want to do and how it should look like, or have my subconscious bother itself about that.
Yeah.
And last year, this table was like, okay, I have tomorrow at work, I have 20 minutes. What can I get done in those 20 minutes, and what steps need to happen for this to work out and all that. That was pretty wild, but also pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about exhaustion, guys, I'm going to roll because
That's fine.
I have 8 goblins tomorrow.
I thought they were ninjas.
Ninja goblins.
The best kind.
Yes. What's worse than ninjas? Yes, ninja goblins. They bring the chaos and they are sneaky.
I would be shocking if your son's friends are sneaky. I think they're probably loud and blundering, but you know. Wait, you said you work in the number of the kid's birthday into the shirt. What's the number this year?
6.
Okay, I thought it was 6, but I wasn't sure. Oh my god, he was born pandemic year. Okay, that's gonna make it easy.
Yes.
Okay,
his birthday is as easy to remember as
my wife's.
As anything, yes.
Because my wife was also born in a 0 year, so I can remember that.
That's good.
Well,
Good.
thank you for joining, Hydra. I didn't think you were gonna make it.
Yeah.
Oh, me neither. But the wife said she's going to bed and she knows it's stream night, and so yeah,
She's a good
I was
woman. Give her our
exactly.
love.
I will. I will.
And have a great
And you
party.
guys have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
I probably have to go sometime soon, but I have to shove all this green stuff into places first, so...
Yeah.
Not sexy sculpting, mostly just bulking. And making a substrate that I can push pieces of this gun onto. Because I don't know if you watched the Wednesday stream, Flynn, but it was a lot of me swearing at the end. And getting super glue all over my fingers.
That was a bit fun to watch because it was just the whole Nora wanting to sort something out with you, you were wanting to get to that bit and everything else, and it's just like all of that's like, I wonder how long it's gonna take him just to go like, I'm just gonna leave this here while it's all in a good position and go away.
I'm not a smart man.
Because,
I'm a dedicated
but
man.
it's the hardest bit to do is like you're in that zone and you want to do it and you're like you know exactly how you want it to
Yeah,
look.
I'm almost there. I can totally get it there, but I can't.
But you just don't want to leave it because you're like, oh, if I leave it now, I'm not going to remember how I wanted it.
Yeah, that's a good point. How are your guys' batteries doing? Like physical batteries, not actual digital batteries.
I'm fine.
I'm good for the fact that I napped a little too long.
Oh, okay.
And my body is still in night shift mode.
Oh, okay. You guys have anything exciting planned for the weekend?
I've got a rugby game tomorrow.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me because it is like I said, minus 20, minus 30 here right now. I'm like,
oh yeah,
there's snow on the ground.
Not much here in the UK.
Wait, you guys had snow, didn't you?
Just
recently?
Parts where I live, we had about a 20 minutes.
Sorry, you broke up there. 20 minutes?
20 minutes settling. So it settled for about 20 minutes and then it was melted.
Ah, okay, I gotcha.
Other parts of the UK actually did get proper snow.
Stuck around.
That settled for longer. Like
Yeah.
we're expected to get another bash of snow this week, but
probably coming over from here. You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know how much that's actually going to settle anyway.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I've got that. So the game I was meant to have, the league game, that got we got given a walkover, so we got all the points for it we could get and then extras. And
is that
then
like because someone couldn't make it or something?
Yeah, they couldn't field the team.
Okay.
Which ironically, I was in the twos. Our first team, they're playing the other first team. So our first were playing their first, and our twos were playing their thirds.
What does that mean? Like
how they are.
second line or something, or third line? Like
so you have what's known as your first 15. So you have people who play in the first team.
Yeah, they're like the best team or something, or
yeah, basically that. So your best players will play in your first team.
This wasn't explained to me in Quidditch, and Quidditch is my only reference for British sport. So
this is in sports in general. Like
basically, I don't know anything about sports, but yeah, okay.
I can do hockey terms for you because you're
you can't. Oh, the first line, second line. Is that what they call it in hockey?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So
look, I have hockey knowledge genetically inserted into me as a Canadian.
That's how I can do it with that. So you got your first string, your second string. So your first line, your second line. So your first line, they will be your best players, right?
Yeah.
They will play first of all. Then you have your second string, which like your second best. Like they don't make it into the first line, and they don't make it into the subs for the first line, but they are still good players.
Yeah.
So you have a second team for everyone, but they don't play the same opposition. They're in a separate league to your first line, and so what happens is because quite a few different clubs across
and then
the
they
country,
like come up to the first line if they're needed or whatever.
Yeah, they come. Yeah, that's exactly it. But you
have
these
are like farm teams, I think here. I think we call them. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, like reserves and stuff like that. But they also will get games for them, and there's like league stuff set up. So you're not having it where you can join a club and you just never play.
Yeah.
You have like leagues set up for them. So the team we're playing against, they have 3 teams at least. I don't know if they've got any more of it. But when we were meant to play their 3rd team in our division for our 2nd team, but they aren't able to get a team out, so overwin. So we get all of the points that would be on offer, and they get nothing at all.
Oh.
And that we're playing them in is like a social league sort of thing. So you get 2 points automatically just for playing the game.
Yeah.
Because they're not even able to play the game, they get no points.
Okay.
But we've organised a friendly against another local team about our actual local rivals. They're literally basically just down the road.
Yeah.
So recruitment's always fun because we don't know if they take down our posters and stuff, but we kind of think they do.
Yeah.
We can't say for sure.
Yeah, but they're not like Dortmund and Köln, where they like buy out your train station and say welcome to the other town.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's because there's so many clubs across London that you can't really do that. But because we're really close by,
yeah,
it is just like a whole. We're both in the same area,
yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, you kind of have that sort of moments, but it's more of just like a little.
Friendly
We haven't played
competition.
each other for years. Yeah, friendly competition. We haven't actually been in the same league at all for any of our teams for years.
Oh.
So it's like, we're in a higher the team we're playing. We're in a higher league than them, so would be expected to win.
Yeah.
But anything can happen. People
Yeah.
could get injured. They could have someone in there who's really good. It's a friendly game, so it's not like promotion, relegation, or anything of that is
Yeah.
on the line for it.
Yeah.
It's just because we were expected to have a double header at home to have a good game, and the other team pulled out, and we managed to get another team to play against.
Yeah.
Because it's the worst bit. It's like you're gearing up all week. You know, you're looking forward to the game because of what's up for stakes, and then it's like, oh, the game's been called off, and it's kind of just like a sad bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's my plan for this weekend, because the rest of it will be recovery.
Right.
Of twofold. Drink.
Oh, right. British sport. Right.
Rugby. Just rugby in general.
I guess it's just sport.
Yeah.
Canadian, we like here they have curling, which is like the least. I mean, still okay. If you've never curled, curling is very strenuous, just in a different way and very challenging. But when they're done, the curling etiquette. This is the etiquette for like all curling matches. The winning team buys the losing team a round of drinks. So drinking is part of it.
But guess where curling comes from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Aye.
So it's British.
But wait, but hasn't Canada like totally like dominated Scotland in curling ever since?
Commonwealth Games maybe, but Olympics, Winter Olympics, it's quite close between Canada and GB.
Oh, right, because you guys pretend to be Scotland. Okay, right. See, that's the problem. You got to get a pure Scottish team. They'd rock our socks.
Yeah, that's called the Commonwealth Games, Nick.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Happens every 4 years.
I don't really know about that.
Which is happening.
I don't know anything about sport. Okay. Wait, what? Don't tell me it's happening in Canada.
Winter Olympics.
Huh?
I don't know if it's you got the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
The Commonwealth Games, but I don't think there's a Winter Commonwealth Games.
Oh.
If there was, let me check.
Yeah, when I was dating a Limey, it was hilarious because she would refer to the Olympics and I'd be like, which one? She'd be like, the Olympics. Yeah. I'm like, winter or summer? She's like, if I meant Winter Olympics, I would have said Winter Olympics. I'm talking about the Olympics. I'm like, yes, which one? And she's like, the Olympics, damn it. I'm like, yeah, summer or winter? She's like, summer, obviously. Why would I say Olympics and mean winter? I'm like, yeah, my country, they're equal and probably we care about winter more.
Yeah. Winter is where you win all your medals.
Damn right. Or at least some. Let's say it that way. We at least win some.
Majority.
I don't know about that.
No, I just had a look. I don't think there's been a Winter Commonwealth Games. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so there hasn't been a Winter Commonwealth Games since 1966.
Oh,
It was proposed to have one in 2010, to be staged in India, but obviously because they've got the
India.
Himalayas there.
Okay,
But
right.
that didn't go. I don't think that went ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's not really any Winter Commonwealth Games, but you've got the Winter Olympics.
Hey, Flynn, how do you feel about this big juicy barrel?
Okay. I am going to wait to catch up a little
Yeah,
bit.
1 sec.
Or force it to. And
That is a nice barrel.
Thanks, dude.
it's a nice boulder.
Boulder.
Shrek reference.
Oh, right.
Hang
You
on.
said it couldn't be done,
Still
Flynnhammer,
going.
and I made it happen.
A little out of focus.
Oh shit!
It's
Sorry.
focused up now for me.
There you go.
I am liking it. It's because I
When
know
Flynn
it's
and I
still
were
early
talking,
stages.
sorry, when Flynn and I were talking about this project, we both wanted to use the Biovore cannon for the bio cannon because it's such a good gun, but we both agreed that it was too small. So it stuck in my brain, and it was like, that sounds like a challenge. It's the best looking gun in the Tyranid line. So you put an eye on it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not a fan of gun eyes, but I guess I could.
But then again,
I
I
don't know
don't really.
where.
I painted
Here?
eyes, but then again, if it's big enough, the bit for me at the moment, as I know you will sort it out, is that middle line there, just like with the carapace isn't
Yeah, I'm
right
gonna
on it,
sculpt
so
that
I need to
over.
fix that. And it's just there, like the extra bit coming out at the front, like there's. It's the raised
this is all gonna
carapace.
be cleaned up. Oh, sorry, whoops. This is all gonna be cleaned up with sculpting.
The part of the Pyrovore gun.
What?
You know the part of the Pyrovore gun, because I know you've used the Biovore and the Pyrovore gun in
Yeah.
this bit. So that bit, it's got the raised indents and stuff, and it's just.
Oh, that's gonna be fixed. Don't worry about that. This will just be like continuous plate across the top.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
right now, I am liking the size, the width to it, the Bob Strangler bits I do like as well. It's
juice. Oh, look at how juicy that looks.
Okay. The annoying bit is, I don't know how bad the delay is between you saying the juicy bits. And
I know. You'll see when I hold it up to the Heirodule. That's the juicy bit.
Yeah. Oh, when it goes in the slot, yeah.
Yeah, when it goes in the slot, such a man. That's the juicy bit.
Oh, okay, then we have a 30-second delay.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, now I gotta fill
Joe, have you
this thing
checked
in.
if you're close to live or not?
Close to live. How do I check that? I have no.
So no. So when you put your mouse over YouTube, or the actual video box, it comes up. If the live's not got a red on it, it's
The live is red.
yeah. That means we're up to date on time. But I'm asking Joe because.
Oh wait, you guys.
Oh,
on your end.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, because you can like. Oh yeah, you can scrub back in the stream. You mean?
Yeah. The stream just takes a bit of time to load, and so it just loads itself.
Later in this, early in the stream, I pressed pause for a second. I think that might be the delay. Yeah. Tomorrow will be Rock and Stone Day. And,
Rock and Stone.
What's that?
Yeah. Well, that's when my boys and me playing the Deep Rock Galactic board game.
Oh.
What is that?
Well, you have the computer game Deep Rock Galactic, where you're playing 4 dwarves who are entering Hoxus, a comet.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Has its life on the insides, and get gold and other precious minerals because you are a space rock mining company.
Yep.
And it is a cooperative shooter, and
cool.
They transitioned it quite well into a board game experience, I have to say. So that is happening.
Nice.
On Saturday, and on Sunday I will play my own version. Well, our own version, I have to say, of Custom 40K, which has now an international Discord server. If anyone is interested.
Cool.
And I will play Orcs against Death Guard. I started this year with a little narrative campaign with a good buddy of mine. And the story is that a war has run out of momentum, and now the Death Guard is attacking the supply lines of the orcs, carving out a niche for themselves. And yeah, so far it's been fun. There is a nice little campaign system with experience points, and yeah.
Cool.
Tasty.
Sounds like fun.
That will happen this weekend because I have a weekend for a change.
Oh, you usually work weekends?
Yeah, I work 3 weekends and have 1 full weekend.
Ah, I see.
Joe, I've just got 2 questions in regards to the Deep Rock Galactic. Obviously the first question is answered of you are a dwarf, and are you digging a hole?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, because there are different classes. The scout class, which is the quick and zoomy one. The engineer who places sentries and has a foam gun that closes gaps. And then, of course, you have a digger class, a driller class, and that class is digging holes, I say.
Are they diggy holes?
He's trying to make
definitely.
He's trying to make a cute joke, and I don't really get what it is.
All dwarves have a pickaxe, so technically every dwarf can diggy hole, digging a hole.
There we go.
but the driller class is way superior at that.
Okay, just for Nick, because I
what
know
is this?
he doesn't
What the
get
hell
the
are you
reference.
talking about? I don't like dwarves. All right, I don't like dwarves.
So-
They make me uncomfortable.
So there's 2-part reference to this.
I've seen Rings of Power. Okay, I know there's lady dwarves. Okay,
It's not even. No, it's not. It's
No,
not Lord of the Rings.
no Slaaneshi content.
No. So, Joe mentioned earlier Rock and Stone. Rock and Stone is a song by Winrose. They do dwarf metal.
Oh, I think I've seen clips of these guys maybe on Instagram. Do they dress as dwarves?
Yeah,
kinda.
So they have done a cover of a song called Diggy Diggy Hole, probably by the Yogscast. And the song basically goes, I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole.
Okay.
And it's a huge thing on YouTube. And the Yogscast recently released a Diggy Diggy Hole 2. And yeah, that's where I was going with the joke. And it's just a whole. Whenever there's a thing about digging a hole in dwarves, it's diggy diggy hole.
I've seen a live concert of them, and it was at a medium-sized club, and it was really interesting to see the crowd because you had, of course, your metalheads there, and some people dressing up as dwarves, but also people who definitely have their fandom in Minecraft. And to see that mix of a crowd was very interesting.
Cool. God. I'm obsessing over details no one's ever going to see.
Nick goes, I thought I was a nerd.
No, I don't get in for that bullshit. I am a nerd. We're all nerds. That's why we're interesting. That's why we hang out, because we're cool people who are nerds.
Nerdy, nerdy, nerd. Nerdy, nerdy, nerd.
Someone posted this video on this video on Instagram today where it was like a clip of that guy from that, what the hell was it? John Hamm? Is that his name? He's in that blah advertising business.
Yeah,
Mad Men. There you go. And it was like a clip of John Hamm and a bunch of people laughing at him. And it's like, oh, that time when you tell your friends about the Warhammer hobby. And I was like, I don't think this actually happens, man. I think that everyone is nerds now. Nerd is cool. I think if you tell your friends about your Warhammer hobby, they're probably just going to be like, oh, that's cool. I do crochet. I feel like it's just being exploited for memes on the internet, but it doesn't actually. I'm sure there are people who are dinks about the hobby, but I don't think anyone should hang out with those people.
No, it's these are people who are still insecure about their hobby and sharing it with others, and they think, oh, I can pick up on the miniature wargaming people where.
No, I think those people just don't have a hobby. That's my belief.
Oh yeah.
That anyone who thinks that hobbies are nerdy is because they don't have a hobby. They need a hobby. They don't have one.
My thing is, since Avengers in 2012 came out,
Yeah.
that really that just brought comic books into the mainstream, and along with that, it dragged so many other I'm going air quotes nerdy pastimes, hobbies, etc. into the mainstream as well. It just dragged it in.
Yeah.
Because it was, oh yeah, I'm into this. I'm a bit more confident saying the other things I'm into, and everyone was just more comfortable saying what they did, and it's now these people being like, oh well, yeah, but it's a nerdy thing. And so people are like, yes, it is.
Yeah,
But
why
we
don't you have
embrace
your
the
own nerdy
nerdom
thing?
now.
Tell me about your nerdy thing. Oh, I'm not a nerd. I'm cool. It's like, okay, cool. All right, whatever.
Do you go to no? Do you watch sport? Yes. Do you wear the team's kit?
Nerd.
Yes. You're into cosplay. You're into
Yeah.
cosplay. Do you go in
You're into
when you're in the
cosplay. I like that.
Yeah. Do you play football in the park? Yeah. Do you wear your team's kit that you support? Yeah. You're into LARPing.
Are
As
you
soon as you
are you
say that,
familiar with your team's history over the past 40 years?
yeah. Yes.
You're into lore.
Yeah.
It's deep lore.
I love it. That's good.
Now, it was perceived by me that it by GW reaching franchising out and getting into video games and so on. It slowly started from okay, you are telling me your hobby, but I have no real concept, and there were a lot of questions, and it slowly shifted to, oh, I heard of that, or I know somebody who does it, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
For people who are not familiar with it, I had the pleasure when I moved in here to get a neighbor, or already have a neighbor that was into Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah.
And was done with it, but kept all the armies of his friends in case they want to get back into it. And
he's the emergency Warhammer vault.
Yeah, he's the emergency Warhammer vault. He's moving to a bigger house now, not because of the Warhammer, but now he has 2 daughters.
Yeah.
But I just started joining my games club we have here, and all of a sudden I was entering the elevator, and there was a box of miniatures and paint, and I was like, "What the hell? Did someone from the club
Did someone steal from my room?"
No, no, no. I was pretty sure it was not mine, but I suspected that someone gifted me them, and when I exited, I ran into my neighbor, and then we had a little chat about it.
Cool.
And now one of my other neighbors, whose kids spotted my LARP stuff in my cellar department, is asking me about painting and stuff, because he's playing Zombicide apparently with his family. And yeah, so it is board gaming, and the quote unquote nerdy hobbies are around and there, and
alive and well.
it is a lot of an immature thing to do, to make fun of somebody, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
But you grow out of it, I would say.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, I got way too much green stuff. What the hell am I going to do with it?
Put it in the freezer. Wait, put it outside.
I worry that it's been mixed for. Oh, I guess it hasn't been mixed for that long. Maybe I can still save it. I can put it outside. Oh man, I love that so much. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now.
Please film it.
I'm gonna film it right now. Okay.
We're doing science.
Science for science.
Oh, where's my friggin' phone?
You've conditioned us to automatically answer.
I have an idea. I have an idea. I have a little thermometer in my studio. I'm gonna put it outside. I'm gonna put it on the table so that if it doesn't die, it might die. It might just break.
Yeah, of course, radon, always a good option. If you have too much green stuff, make tentacles.
Unfortunately, Scuba Class, I don't think eating it is very wise.
Not at all, as we know by now.
But to be honest,
paging Kajan to tell us about it.
Yeah. But Joe, it was the fact that both of us instantly went, freeze it.
Yeah.
We have
He
been conditioned.
trained us well, and so the pupils become the masters.
I'm kind of wanting a cookie now, though. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know what the
Thomas,
deal
all
with this
fandoms are
thermometer is.
fine.
It still thinks it's 19 degrees Celsius out there.
Tom Wilson's gone. All fandoms are fine except bronies. Bronies are not fine. Depends on the brony.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall.
But yeah, and who you run into and what
Okay.
the term envelops. Yeah.
Guys, I need your help. I need to know what percentage of this I finished today. So we got to ask you and ask the chat. So chat, get ready. I'll give you a rundown. I think this clock could be brighter.
What have you accomplished?
What have I accomplished? So this is the any percentage Tyranid Dominatrix. So we need to know what percentage I made. I got to 6% the other day. So today, I'll get this out of here. We got this sexy boy. Clean up slightly. All right, we got like a back spine on this. Where's all my blue stuff, white stuff? There we go. All right, so we got, this is not the final placement for these, so don't freak out, Flynnhammer. But we got some scything talons mocked up. They need some green stuff. I got a start on what's going to be claws, but they're not anywhere near ready for prime time yet. Okay, got these. Ooh, we got a gun coming together. Mostly bits, still needs green stuff to tie it all together. There. Gun goes here, sort of ish. We got a little back rest thing. All right, that needs to be like that. There we go. So here you go. Here's your tour of what we've accomplished so far. It still needs a whole neck and a whole tail sculpted. It still needs the head extended because I'm gonna make it a split jaw thing. Need some mandibles. I need to do the hands for the other arms, claws. But what percentage done do we think this is? From 6 up to what?
7.5, I would say.
Only at 1.5%.
I would even be less optimistic and say 7.
Oh my god!
No, wait. It don't take this too harshly. I don't want the birthday, the self-drawn birthday card effect where you go, okay, first we draw a big H, and then we draw a big A, and then we draw a big P, and then we draw a slightly smaller P and a very small Y.
I know where you're going. You don't want me to be like, I've got such high percentage now, and then like I get to near the end and I'm already at 100.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man.
And we know perfect is, but this is very early on.
Okay.
Yeah. And knowing how well you work, and that is a very big underscored well. And what is missing, I would give it a 1%.
Fine, Jesus. I get it.
I'm saying 7.5 because we've got sculpting going in. We've got things where they're going to be roughly. The ideas are coming out rather than being when it was at the beginning where a lot of stuff was blue tacked into place. You've already got the cradle coming in and being based. you've already done the mouth bit, which I really do just think
The
is
mouth bit?
already. There's one throat mouth face.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the other mouth. I'm like, I haven't even started on the other mouth.
But that's already just like a completely different change to that. That looks just so much better.
Glad you think so.
Also, on the other hand, if you are progressing very, very well, you can. I'm happy if you inform me that I was wrong.
What I'm going to say is, see, Rhodey Films says, don't tell him it won't be done till 500%. Rhodey, it is for me. I do want it at some point.
Nora is calling me. I think I have to go. I think we're going to call it there. Thank you so much, friends. Yeah. We'll talk later. Bye.
Don't forget the green stuff.
Oh, yeah, the green stuff. I'll film it. Don't worry.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night or day or whatever.
Good night.